Welcome back to SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. Earlier today I uploaded part 1, and if you didn't watch that, be sure to click the little link that I will put here on the screen somewhere. And basically that first video was just kind of like an introduction, a tutorial type level of Bikini Bottom. And now, I believe, we gotta go talk to Squidward outside. There's Squidward.
Hello, SpongeBob. So nice of you to finally join us.
Squidward! Am I glad to see you? You won't believe what just happened to me and Gary.
I don't have time for another one of your ridiculous tales.
See, no one
Mr.
cares
Krabs
about
wants us to get to the
SpongeBob's
Krusty
story.
Krab
It's kind of
right
like
away
almost
so we can tell
karma.
some
Like
important
Gary
Important
warned
news?
SpongeBob
Maybe
not to do it.
Mr. Krabs is going
SpongeBob
to announce
didn't
the
listen.
employee of
Gary
the
gets
month.
kidnapped.
What are we waiting
Patrick,
for?
he doesn't want to listen to SpongeBob's
just
story.
keep
That'll
chatting
come
away,
back
and I'll
eventually.
see you there
And
when you're
Squidward,
done.
he's not listening
So
to the
that's
story
how it is.
either.
Trying to hear the news before me, eh? Well, let's see who can get to the Krusty Krab first.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Now, I never actually took the time to see what happens if he actually got to the Krusty Krab first, because, yeah, he kind of walks slow, so let's just roll on to the Krusty Krab. So I'm actually going to see what happens whenever he goes into the Krusty Krab before me. See maybe if there's different dialogue or what.
See, Mr. Krabs, I told you SpongeBob would show up eventually. I sure hope you're not mad about having to wait, because then someone might not be picked as your employee of the month.
I can explain. Really, there was this accident and an earthquake, and then this big whirlpool opened up above me. Oh,
I've
please,
never
Mr.
seen
Krabs,
this,
you've
out
gotta
of
pick
all
me
the
for
times played,
employee of
I've
the
never seen this
month.
whole part of
Alright, you two,
dialogue there.
Stop your jabbering. I've got some difficult news to tell you. Business has been very slow lately, so I'm gonna shut down the Krusty Krab until it picks up again.
So dreams do
Down
come
the
true, huh?
Krusty I think I'm gonna faint.
You boys can hang around here or go home, but I can't pay
Maybe
you
all
one
those
way or the other.
nematodes from the
Sorry.
very first
Well,
episode
isn't
should
that
come
just
back, get
great?
you some business.
I'm going home to think of some ways to pay the bills. So long, SpongeBob.
Then we have to go up cheer at Mr. Krabs, but as you can see, he doesn't look that entirely sad.
Jeepers, Mr. Krabs. Why do you think our business is so slow?
No one seems interested in going out anymore. They think it's too much
His
trouble
animation
to
is the
leave
same
home.
thing.
Too bad we can't move the Krusty Krab into their homes.
SpongeBob, that's
Look
it.
to the right,
We'll do just
look
that.
to the left.
Yeah! What is that? Oh, you want to move the Krusty Krab? Should I get a hammer?
Never mind that. I'm going downtown to set things up. You take this bus ticket and meet me there as soon as you can.
Now to continue on with our kind of a tutorial to this game, that is how you go to other levels, is via bus stop, and to unlock the level you have to get a bus ticket from a certain character or thing, and from there you could just hop on the bus stop, take you to the next kind of location of Bikini Bottom. So in this case we'll be going downtown, and I believe this is a bus stop with the backwards S on the bus sign. So let's visit downtown. I think the only location in this whole game that doesn't need a bus stop is the Dutchman's graveyard, which will be
So this is downtown
close to
Bikini
the final
Bottom.
videos.
How will I ever find Mr. Krabs in such a huge place where the streets never end and the buildings just go on and on
and on. And then it's right there across the street.
SpongeBob, over here! Glad you finally made it, lad. Between you and me and this here cart, there's no stopping us now.
Just what exactly is your plan, Mr. Krabs?
It's just like you said, SpongeBob. If no one wants to leave home, then we bring the Krusty Krab to them. I'm talking about food delivery. I'll put out a bag filled with patties whenever enough orders come in. You need to grab the bag and get to all our customers before it's too late. There might even be some tip money in it for you.
This sounds like fun, Mr. Krabs.
Great! This delivery is to a single location, 17 Seashell Street. Go to Seashell Street, then look for the 17 on the building. Then drop off the food at the door. Our food is very popular, so watch out for rough characters who might try to take it from you. Now go to it, lad!
So now we gotta pick up this bag of, I believe it's Krabby Patty and all that other good food inside the bag, and go to 17 Seashell Street now. This is pretty easy unless you don't know what a seashell is or don't know how to count street signs, but it gets a little bit tougher later on. You'll see that here in a minute. I might as well go ahead and annoy y'all with the fishing gear while I'm here. That way I could go ahead and catch the green jellyfish there.
I'm ready for the next delivery, Mr. Krabs.
This delivery is a little trickier. There's a building under construction nearby, and it's full of very hungry workers.
So now we're going to the construction site, which is another location part of downtown. You really don't do a whole lot here. You unlock the Mermaid Man costume, and you do a couple deliveries there, but aside from that, there's not really a whole lot to do here.
Find the two workers who placed the order.
I know if you, whenever you do like the doubloons and all that, this location of downtown has a lot of doubloons, and I just died. But as you can see, there's doubloons everywhere, so it'll help. Now this blue lobster here, a long time ago whenever I was a kid, I would actually think that is Larry the Lobster, which is in this game, by the way, and I really think this is the exact same model, just throw some construction gear on them and paint them blue. And there's Patrick. Patrick could use this Krabby Patty so we could get the Mermaid Man costume.
Villain! I mailed in 450 kelp bar wrappers and got both.
Oh, you got both costumes? Oh, can I be Mermaid Man? Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Oh, gee, I'd really like to, but I've been so hungry since I ran out of kelp bars.
Oh, there's the food for you.
I'm saved! Now we can play Mermaid Man for as long as we want. I put your costume in that tent over there, SpongeBob. Watch out, evil! Here we come!
But wait, if we're supposed to play Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, why are you running away? Guess I could put the costume on, and this is probably one of, I actually kind of like the song for the outfit, the little guitar solo there. And if we move all of these boulders onto this pressure plate, we can go get another letter tile. Almost rolled off, and letter tile. The very first letter tile of this letter, of this level. Go ahead and get the coins while we're up here. I came in like a wrecking ball. While we're over here, let's go ahead and take the food to the foreman where it should have originally gone to instead of Patrick. get our letter tile here. This part's a little tricky. You just gotta make sure you know where you're landing and know where you're jumping, and make sure you don't accidentally fall off the edge. And here we are. Let's go ahead and kill this Larry the Lobster impersonator here. And we get another letter tile. Now while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and change into the jellyfishing gear and catch the jellyfish in this area. I won't include that in the video unless I get the 10th jellyfish, then I will have that.
Taking a SquarePants break.
SpongeBob's back.
As you can see, SpongeBob is sneaking up on the wild jellyfish to catch his 10th jellyfish for a letter. Got it.
Another bag of delicious Krabby Patties served up hot. Who wants a slice of this cakewalk now?
This delivery won't be easy at all. 3 different parties called from the high-rise apartments.
Now the high-rise apartments is not this way. In fact, it is this way right here. And earlier on, whenever I said something about this game is not really that great of a platforming game because of all the different structures, this is a very good example of why it is pretty bad. I mean, you gotta ride jellyfish, jump on little
The first
platforms,
address is
and
apartment
yeah.
9. I wrote down the other 2 addresses for you. Make sure to visit both buildings. Good luck.
So apartment 9, we gotta go this way, jump on the jellyfish, and you can't move the camera in this location, so you just gotta hope you don't fall, and almost got that jellyfish right there. Also, another thing, you gotta make sure you are on this ramp, because if you're not, you will fall down and you're pretty much screwed. Apartment 9, there's our first delivery. Let me catch the jellyfish while I'm here. An easy way to get back to Mr.Krabs is just falling like so. Apartment 4, I believe it's this way. Almost got stung by jellyfish again. And like the other side, you gotta jump on the giant jellyfish. Hope you don't fall off. Apartment 4. See, there's 3, so it would be over here. And if I remember correctly, there's a flower pot waiting for me at the top of this ramp. Yep. And there is a mean snail there. Now, I used to think that since Gary got kidnapped, that was what he was transformed into. He was transformed into like a evil snail that would attack me, but that is not the case. That is just a random evil snail. And while I'm over here on this side, I'm going to go ahead and get the letter tile that's over here where you have to climb up all the things, because this is such a great platforming level. You gotta hope you don't fall off. You get the coins and letter tile. Now I can't remember if there's another one the very top, so I'm gonna go double check and see. Let's see if I can make it over here. It's probably nothing, but it never hurts to look. Just some pants and jellyfish. And just fall straight on down. Piece of cake. I want to go ahead and get this jellyfish right here, that way I don't run into him later on. And I believe apartment 1, yep. See, I've played this game so many times, I know what apartment numbers they are. I knew 1 was coming up, and a shortcut to get to 1 is just to jump on down here. Collect the coins, and deliver. And I believe that was the last one for the high-rise apartments, and this is where things get a little bit trickier.
A few more sand dollars, and then maybe I can get Sandy a gift.
Well, this is your last delivery. 4 orders have been called in from this neighborhood.
I do find it funny though how he said a couple more sand dollars that I'll be able to get a gift for Sandy, where we haven't had that dialogue yet where SpongeBob is wanting to save up for a gift for Sandy. So let's go back to the downtown area, which won't be that way, it'll be this way, down this little elevator. Now here's where things get a little bit more trickier with the delivering. This is a time delivery now. I believe there's 4 different locations, and basically you have like, I think 200 seconds is what it is to get all the patties delivered. So the clouds with lightnings, that will be Stormy Way, and the duck will be Albatross, and of course the seashell. Alright, let's get our first delivery and let's go.
Your first destination is 88 Albatross Avenue. I saw someone else who looked like a delivery boy, so be careful. Hurry up, lad, time's running out.
Now whenever I was little and they said albatross, I was like, what the heck is an albatross? Like, I had no idea albatross was like a bird duck type thing. Idiot right here. Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza absolutely. Krusty Krab, yeah, pizza is the pizza, yeah, for you and me. See what Patrick wants.
Here's your food. Thanks.
Patrick, did you just deliver food to my customer?
Hiya, SpongeBob. Are you delivering food for Mr. Krabs too?
Patrick, I am the only one delivering food
This
for
guy
Mr. Krabs.
really is an
now tell me
idiot.
what you're doing here.
You think you're the only one who can be a
He's wearing
delivery
plankton
boy?
on his head.
Well, I have a job now too, and it's not my fault that you're slower than me. So if you'll excuse me, some of us have work to do.
Mr. Krabs would have told me if he hired someone else. No, there's something definitely funny going on here, and I'm gonna find out who's behind it.
Gee, I wonder who it was. Not that Patrick was wearing a hat of him, but...
Nice work, SpongeBob. We've made enough money to call it a day.
Mr. Krabs, did you hire another delivery boy?
Don't be crazy, lad. Why would I hire someone else when I can make you do all the work for nothing? But I'll tell you, if someone was cutting into my business, I'd follow him until I found out what was really going on.
Follow him, huh? That's not such a bad idea.
Just make sure you don't get too close or they'll see that you're following them. Anyhow, I'm gonna pack up this stuff soon and head on home. Thanks for all your help, lad.
Now, for Mr. Krabs just saying all the work for nothing, I mean, he paid us almost over $200, so let's go follow Patrick in a Bikini Bottom, and we actually don't finish the downtown level until later on in the game, after Jellyfish Fields, I think.
There's no better feeling than having a full stomach and me pockets loaded with money. And now for a nice long nap in the office.
If it's a long nap you desire, then I can accommodate you.
A customer! Well, step right inside. Place your order.
You got the wrong idea, crustacean. Just look upon this little treasure and let yourself rest. That's right. Sleep.
And then there were 3.
Look, there goes your delivery rival. Now is your chance to find out who is behind this. Don't let him get away this time.
Now, if Patrick runs into us, he stops and there's a little dialogue, so the best way to prevent that from happening is just basically go up here and get the camera and zoom in on the chum bucket there, and whenever he gets to the chum bucket, that's whenever we are okay to go down there to him. Alright, should be okay to go down there now. Let's see who's behind all of this. I mean, if it isn't any obvious.
I'm sorry, Mr. Krabs, but all those people who ordered food told me they already got it.
Fool! Worthless lackey! I mean, that's okay. Others will soon phone in their orders and will be ready and waiting to intercept their codes.
Aha! I'm onto your little scheme now, Mr. Krabs. It's all too clear that you're the one who's been trying to put the Krusty Krab out of business.
Wow, they really are
Hi,
idiots, huh?
SpongeBob. Are you a worthless lackey, too?
I guess so.
Now I'm really confused, Patrick. Why would Mr. Krabs try to put himself out of business?
Because he's a worthless lackey?
Everybody's worthless lackey. How about that?
Silence, you ignorant buffoons!
Plankton!
Plankton?
Of course, you nattering nincompoops. Who else has the intellect to mastermind such a plan? I would have succeeded too if it weren't for your utter incompetence.
Does this mean I don't get that raise?
Let's face it, Plankton. Evil does not pay, or even get very good tips. Your days of impersonating Mr. Krabs are over.
You may have won that round, SpongeBob, but I don't need a disguise to separate your crabby boss from his fortune. Behold, the greatest attraction to ever appear in Bikini Bottom, Chum World.
Now that is actually a pretty good level. One of my favorites in this game, probably number 1, or it's a tie between 1 and 2. The Dutchman's graveyard is also pretty well designed.
I hate to admit it, but that Chum World looks kind of fun.
Yeah, fun.
Where did Plankton say he was going?
Jellyfish Fields.
Yeah, Plankton's going to Jellyfish Fields, but I'm gonna go see what Sandy's up to. Until next time, I will see you guys next week, where we will go to Jellyfish Fields eventually, but before that, we will go to Sandy. We will check out her tree dome, see what we could do for her there. And then Jellyfish Fields. I'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching, and bye.